Hey guys, Mark Sloan from HomeRecordingStudioSecrets.com here, and today we want to get a little bit into the mailbag. And we've had a lot of the same questions coming up, and so hopefully this recording is going to cover some of those. Today we're going to be getting into some of the home recording basics. And the idea of doing professional quality audio music recording from your garage or spare bedroom may sound kind of far-fetched, but trust me, it is definitely not. With the increasing technology and the ever decreasing cost for this technology, creating amazing sound is within many a musician's reach. So the question is, where do we start? So the first thing I want to get into is, how does a home recording studio work? Well, the overall goal is to take a sound source, and that can be voice, guitar, drums, or any other instrument, and turn that source into an electrical impulse. After that, we're going to record that impulse and put the final product onto a CD for distribution, or another kind of device or way to get it out there. Now, converting your sound source into an electrical impulse requires an input device. The most common input devices are microphones, instruments, and sound modules. Now, microphones let you record any type of sound that can be plugged directly into a recorder. They take in sound waves and put out electrical energy. So the majority of input devices will come from instruments that can be plugged into a mixer recorder. Now, used in this way, your instruments can be both a sound source and an input device. Sound modules are drum machines or synthesizers that have MIDI, which is musical instrument digital interface. They have these MIDI ports, and they allow them to be plugged in right to the mixer recorder. So once you have a sound source that has been converted to an electrical impulse, it's going to be sent to the mixer. Now, once there, the job of the mixer is to transfer that sound from the input device and send it to the recorder. Among other things, it also allows you to adjust the levels of each input device before the recording process. So after the mixing process, the recorder is going to capture and store all of your audio content. The power and low cost of today's digital recorders are big factors in what make home recording studios such a great option. Once recorded, signal processors allow different types of adjustments to be made to your tracks. Dynamic processors handle volume balance, and equalizers take care of the frequency balance. Effects processors allow for many tweaks, including pitch shifting, reverb, and chorus, among others. Fortunately, the home recordist does not need to purchase all of these pieces of equipment individually. Studio in a Box, for example, and computer-based systems combine the mixer, recorder, and signal processors all into one device. All that is required after that is just a sound source, some input devices, and your monitors. Now finally, now that your sound has been recorded, mixed, and mastered, it's time to put that masterpiece on a CD. Now this can be the most rewarding part of the recording process, but there are still a couple of things you should know. First, you can use either replication or duplication. If your goal is to produce thousands of copies to your soon-to-be adoring fans, replication is the way to go. This involves creating a master from which CDs will be pressed. Now, there are some setup fees, but this option works out cheaper for large quantities, and we're talking about usually runs greater than 500. Now, for smaller amounts, duplication is ideal, and this is something that can be done just from your home. This process entails burning CDs from an audio file and requires basically no setup. All right, so now that we got a good understanding of the home studio basics, where do you go from here? Well, you're in the right place. So feel free to check out the website, HomeRecordingStudioSecrets.com, and I got a lot of great free information on there for you to take a look at and get going. So good luck, guys. Keep jamming.